Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between the Moon versus ToD. This game takes place here on Northern Isle. On the left hand side, spawning as the pretty in pink Night Elf. Meanwhile, going up against ToD, the teal human player over here on the top right. Alright. Human versus Night Elf in a 1v1 matchup. It really does feel like, as a human player, there seems to be a lot of bad matchups for a human. But then again, when Moon is at the helm of Night Elf, you're having a bad matchup. I only caught the end of that, but it always looks like Orc is fighting from back foot against that AM. Always makes it seem like Orc win is super hard fought. I think if you saw the rest of the match, Focus just did a much better job being able to pick apart and divide and conquer the weak portions of the human army, the human casters, which are such a big part of the human arsenal, right? Like having priests and sorceresses, that's absolutely, or having priests is absolutely key in most games, and is kind of the glue that holds the human army together. However, they are also the weakest casters in the entire, the weakest healers in the entire game. And just have an easy time getting sniped down and picked off, as we saw in that game there. Anyways, let's see what we're looking at here. Archmage going to get trained up. Footman going up against a Warden. Warden first coming in from Moon on Northern Isle. Perhaps we will be looking at some Fan of Knife plays and also Avatar of Vengeance. The AM Brew, AM Panda Brew with Breath of Fire going up against Orc. Yeah, you're able to deal a lot of damage. The benefit of Orc, though, is that Orc just has a lot of hit points. If you see the grunts, if you see all of those units there, they are just rather difficult to take out. Raiders, same way. Fast movement speed still causes a little bit of problems, as the Tuskar Warrior now a Tuskar Trapper about to get finished up. Warden able to get to level 2. All right, a quick ensnare right there. Repair on that Ancient of War, not really going down. Meanwhile, Footman of ToD trying to harass inside Moon space. Archmage looking to pull back a little bit more creeps here towards the center, and now also Militia clearing out the Murloc Huntsman across here. So ToD trying to be super efficient, clearing out these creep camps to get to level 2. Also, my son wants to let you know he loves the Kodos from Orcs. Yeah, the hungry Kodos, chomping down on a unit. Such a lovely just imagination, right? Could you imagine being inside the belly of a Kodo? You're like, oh, I can hear the battle going on outside. Everything's gonna be fine. And eventually the sounds of battle get further and further away, and you're like, I'm here. I'm here. You someone gonna come get me? Must be a horrible way to go, being slowly digested alive. Anyways, coming back across here, I don't know, is that suddenly not going to be some imagery that your son likes? I'm sorry if I broke the hungry Kodos for them. Moon, and now making its way back off to the north. Gloves of haste, gauntlets of overstrength +3, wand of mana stealing, and heading there. Meanwhile, Militia of ToD now turning back into peasants, ready to set up that base. Meanwhile, the Warden hiding at the Goblin Merchant Shop. Is it going to get spotted? Yes, it will. Dust of Appearance. Purchase. No, nope, not able to finish it off. Are we going to see Dust of Appearance purchased by the Archmage and then reveal? Yes, it is. There's the Dust of Appearance. Moon now being forced to walk out of this position. He has not spent his second ability yet. No Blink, no Shadow Strike, just Fan of Knives. Opts to go for Blink just in case things go sideways. Arcane Tower nearly completed, but nearly does not mean it is done, as the Warden simply going to walk inside here and get in some Fan of Knives. All right, all of those peasants are now just simply clustering together, waiting to get to level 3. There's level 3. There's Fan of Knives. There's another peasant getting taken down. There's the Shadow Meld. Archmage going to wander on in, use the Dust of Appearance charge, and now the Warden is low on mana, but still gets another Fan of Knives off. Warden, will it be able to teleport out of here? It does have a staff of teleportation, going after another peasant right there. Gonna take down another one once more, and Moon, being the annoying factor he is, able to escape away fairly easily. And now, well, with all of those peasants now gone, ToD may be forced to try and retrain. No, doesn't seem to need to retrain, since he currently has 16 workers off of 2 bases. All right, 16 workers off of 2 bases here. We are at Tree of Life, teching the Tree of Ages, nearly done. Archmage sitting at level 3, gonna go ahead and sell some item, picks up Boots of Speed. That is just an illusion, and well, wasting a bit of time right there as the creeps do in fact get aggroed. Archmage at level 3 with level 2 water elementals. Meanwhile, 3 wardens walk into the human base. Only one of them is real, and this warden is looking to really add in that damage. Here we are, really walked in with the wrong warden first. Gonna go ahead and shadow meld right there. This warden gonna try to hide off down to the south here. Are we gonna see another fan of knives, perhaps, just simply waiting for that timing? There it is. There's that fan of knives trying to put in pressure once more. Meanwhile, an illusion off over here. All right, coming back onto the bottom left-hand side, and ToD opting to just put pressure inside the main base, saying, let's try and go for a base trade. Footmen do not have defend, and the Naga Sea Witch is already out here onto the battlefield. Archmage now low on mana. Another illusion being dropped down. Footmen absolutely just getting torn apart by the archers, as the archers are trying to split their way through. ToD now with 4 archers, or ToD dealing with 4 archers, as the Moonwell is just keeping these archers all topped off. Staff of Teleportation Warden now back inside here, looking to finish things off. There goes another archer as well, as the Archmage says, Footman, you are on your own. Let me know if you make it back. I'll give you a medal. All right, Peasant, or well, Wisp gonna get taken down. 1 or 2 more shots needed. There's 1 more shot, finally getting that taken out there. Now, ToD does have the economic advantage. He is running up on 2 bases. However, that 2 base play, it may just be translating into more experience for the Warden and that Naga Sea Witch. Some Moonwells were taken out, and that is a strategy to use. Attack, and then make your opponent just use all of their Moonwells. Once their Moonwells are used, follow up subsequent attacks inside the base while stick and deal more damage. Archmage with plenty of footmen here. Warden with Boots of Speed, able to close in on that distance. Perhaps going to be able to get off a fan of knives as the footman looks to retreat back. All right, there goes another fan of knives right there. Once more damage added in. Cold arrows making that retreat just a little bit more difficult, but the footman will be able to make it back once again. Warden sitting at level 3. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2. They are pulling back together. Lumber Mill. Town Hall, upgrading to keep. Footmen and water elementals looking to engage again. Meanwhile, bottom right-hand side of the map for Ice Trolls, Ogre Magi, holding on to this gold mine location. Tuskar Trapper making sure that no one is setting up an expansion here just quite yet. Moon still sitting on a rather small army, 31 supply compared to 41. ToD having a slight army size advantage, only 4 additional units, but would that translate into victory if the Archmage brings a large number of items? Tech to tier 2 about set, or 80% done now. Mass Footmen, though, trying to go up against all of these units, as we are looking at Ancient of Wars and Wisp so strategically placed out across the map that Moon pretty much knows where ToD is 80 to 90% of the time. Warden looking to dive on in here. There's a dual arcane tower. Gonna drain the mana off of that Warden. There goes level 4. Dryads are now joining in on the battle as well, as the Warden able to take down peasant after peasant after peasant. Dryad taking quite a bit, as the Naga Sea Witch now going to try to join in. Fork Lightning joining in as well. No arcane tower onto the Naga Sea Witch. Instead trying to finish off the Dryad with that piercing damage, but only 8 to 10, and not going to be enough to finish things off. Arcane Tower now finally going after the Naga Sea Witch, as we do see some repairs underway. Dryad going to get taken down there. Meanwhile, Alchemist joining in on the battle to try and recover here, as we could be looking at some abolished magic here in just a moment. All right, back off to the north. Healing Spray trying to counteract all of that damage. There goes an archer. There goes a footman. And while all the units are retreating once more, Moon at 40 supply compared to 36. Footman looking to continue to fight. Fan of Knives going after some more Archmage sitting at level 3. Panda sitting at 1.5, has a scroll of regeneration and a clarity potion as the units are simply retreating back once more. 10 minutes into this game, and so far it is still neck and neck. No clear winner or advantage for anyone just quite yet. Dual Arcane Sanctums being added by ToD, so perhaps we will be going for Spellbreaker Priests in the matchup, as the Footmen do not have the Fen. Are we going to see a Dryad getting taken down? Yes, we are, as the Alchemist gets up a little bit more experience again. There's some healing spray. Footmen are trying to stay alive. Naga Sea Witch gets up to level 3. Alchemist unable to keep that Footman alive for very long, as the Archer could get taken down. Yes, gets taken down once more. 33 supply compared to 26, but the army size is 13 compared to 14. This Dryad here, representing a decent sized army. Moon actually with a larger army, 19 compared to ToD's 14, even though ToD has the overall supply advantage, 7 additional workers over his opponent. Arcane Sanctums quickly getting trained up here, but they are going to end up getting pierced down very fast. Arcane Sanctum. The priests are going to get pierced down really fast by all of that ranged damage. Alchemist getting ready to engage here. 5-4-4 creep camp. Archmage may be able to get to level 4. Alchemist may be able to get to level 2. Going to be cutting it pretty close there. Actually, no, Archmage will not. No, I don't. Well, it's going to be really close to level 4, I believe. That's there. There's. Oh, nope. It looks like it is going to, in fact, hit it. Well, nope. I was pretty much right on. It is going to be really close. Doesn't get any closer than Xaxes. All right, Warden sitting at level 4. Naga Sea Witch getting to level 3 here. Book of the Dead now dropped. Are we going to have Dispel? That is the question. Warden not having to worry about Stormbolt, as it was an Alchemist second. Alchemist very good at keeping the army alive, but is that what you want and need at this point, or do you need a way to shut down your opponent's enemy hero? Alchemist looking to get to level 3, has Acid Bomb, Potion of Greater Healing, and looking to finish off the remainder of this creep camp here. Going to get closer to level 3, but not quite there. Meanwhile, Warden sitting at level 5, now with Rejuvenation, ready to charge on into this battle. 3 towers here. ToD, 57 supply compared to Moon's 44, 31 supply compared to 36. And in comes the Warden once again. Now also new and improved Warden strategy with also a Book of the Dead. Book of the Dead adding in more damage here, as it's able to try and battle things through, perhaps try and get to level 6, sitting at level 5, level 3 Fan of Knives, level 2 Blink, as the last skeletal minion gets taken down. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom right hand side, Alchemist picks up Unholy Aura, gives it to the Archmage. Archmage sitting at 4, Alchemist sitting at 3, Warden sitting at 5, Naga Sea Witch sitting at 4, Moon with the definite hero level advantage. Alchemist now making its way back off to the north. Spellbreakers and Priest going to be the units of choice. Meanwhile, we are looking at Riflemen and Mortar teams. Workshop, perhaps a Mortar team is going to be added in. Maybe too little, too late. Workshop seems to be a general effective strategy against a Night Elf, as well, especially for that back line of those Dryads. Bears, finishing off the last of this Ice Troll Priest here. 48 supply compared to 64. ToD with a major supply advantage, and only 10 additional workers. Are we going to see this Arachnid fall? Yes, Gloves of Haste finishing off some more units, and now here we are going into an engagement. No real slow to be used here. No slow onto the Druid of the Claw. Is it going to get stabbed to Preservation? No, it is not, as that Druid of the Claw now with Vampiric Aura and constantly getting slowed. Moon may end up losing a bear here. Meanwhile, the Warden is off to the north, anti-magic cell, protecting everything, and ToD, even though he has the expansion, doesn't really seem to be coming out ahead for all that much. More repairs underway. Warden still fighting this battle, saying, you know what, I can shut down an expansion all by myself. Spellbreakers coming over to engage as well. All right, coming back through here, Archmage Unholy Oro, Alchemist sitting at level 3. Are we going to perhaps see a push from ToD? ToD has no upgrades on his units, 53 supply compared to 35. And well, there's still more mining going on here as the Riflemen are looking to engage. Orb of Venom really adding in that damage over time. And well, Arcane Tower does not do any slowing as that Warden able to just constantly harass throughout for an extended period of time. Uh, all right, trees. Interestingly enough, getting wiped out here. I'm just wondering how Night Elf was able to clear a path through the trees like that so efficiently. All right, Ogre Warrior gonna get cleared up here. Magnetar Reaver gonna perhaps get taken down as well, but a potential creepjack could be the saving grace. Can ToD come find his opponent? No, ToD actually going after this orange creep camp instead, perhaps trying to get to level 4 on the Alchemist, trying to close in on that experience gap as the Archmage is sitting at level 4 here, trying to finish things up. All right, Alchemist places down a Sentry Ward, catches his opponent, and now going to try and perhaps get some damage here. All right, where is it going to go? Going to pick up the Legion of Doomhorn, gets the item. So dual Legion of Doomhorn quickly going to be able to sell one as the Archmage now chasing down the units. Warden back inside the base saying, I am ready to rinse and repeat once more as this Warden losing a lot of precious mana, trying to now to go after those peasants as the peasants are all low on hit points as damage was constantly getting racked up. All right, 0-1 upgrades for the Night Elf army. One Rifleman while blocking off the Warden. Warden now with Staff of Teleportation is going to try and hide its way or try and sneak around some other way. Again, there's the Staff of Teleportation once more as the Warden down to 36 hit points, able to survive, come back home, going to get a rejuvenation and perhaps try to do that once more. All right, Warden, anti-magic potion, rejuvenation, needs a little bit of mana, should be able to get off some Fan of Knives. Warden just playing a very, very nasty harassment game, even with a guard tower and an arcane tower, and with 80 supply over Moon's 50. It almost feels like ToD needs to find some other way to get a big advantage. The hero levels really indicating that Moon, once he gets an Avatar of Vengeance, could spell some big problems. Add in the fact that the Naga Sea Witch, also close to level 5, could add in level 3 Fork Lightning to allow for that Warden to get to level 6. All right, Warden now making its way over here to the top right, or is it going to try and go after the expansion? Both locations perfect to try and clear or get that last bit of experience. All right, there's the blink, there's a Fan of Knives, there's one peasant down, 2 peasants down, 3 peasants down, 4th peasant down, but that does not give level 6. Meanwhile, coming back on the other side here, Spellbreakers, Bears looking to battle it up, Rifleman, Sorceress, Priest, and here comes the engagement. Healing Spray on those Spellbreakers in that front line, trying to rejuvenate as mortar teams are joining in on the battle to perhaps try and get some damage on the Bears, but really should be going after the Dryads. Warden coming in from behind here, trying to make it to the party, maybe a little bit late, but its presence going to be known as we're looking at the Warden going to try to dive on in here. Fan of Knives gets up to level 6. Spirit of Avatar of Vengeance. There's corpses on the ground, and trying to focus down the Avatar of Vengeance quickly could be the key. Avatar of Vengeance down to 666 hit points already, or 686 hit points, as the damage is still racking up once more. Rifleman trying to focus down some of these other units. Warden still pushing across here. Spirit of Vengeance with that invulnerable damage still sticking around as Dryads are getting taken down. 72 supply compared to 46. Is the Avatar of Vengeance enough, or is ToD's much larger army really going to take hold? ToD really pushing in very heavily now. Archmage sitting at level 5. Scroll of Healing, I believe, was used right there as the Alchemist is now finally starting to run low on mana. All right, there goes a Bear. Our Alchemist sitting at 4. Avatar of Warden about to get taken down. Is the Warden going to get taken down? No, Warden able to blink away, but still a Fireball chases after. Level 5 now on the Alchemist, and that may be enough for ToD to take down Moon. ToD with a huge gold advantage, mining 4,000 more gold after the gold loss to upkeep, 6,000 more gold total mined or more. as well, Todd comes away with the victory, defeating the Avatar of Vengeance. Warden level 6 with Avatar of Vengeance loses. Yeah, Todd's army sitting at 80 supply. The Avatar of Vengeance just wasn't enough. Todd choosing the timing to attack the base while the Warden was away, and because of that, too many units were lost, and the snowball effect was already in play. Great game between Todd and Moon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.